सोचा होगा कि गैस की पाइपलाइन बनानी चाहिए, क्योंकि पहले सिलेंडर्स में गैस आते थे बट उसको अब रिप्लेस किया है। तो उन्होंने पहले क्या सोचा होगा कि हमें गैस की पाइपलाइन बनाना है, ठीक है, और उन्होंने जब ये गोल बनाया होगा तो बहुत सारी चीजें उनके सामने आई होंगी, जैसे मनी प्रॉब्लम होगी, कितना मनी स्पेंड करना होगा, कितना टाइम कंज्यूम करना होगा, कितने एफर्ट लगाने होंगे, इन सब के बारे में उन्होंने सोचा होगा, ठीक है। वो प्रॉपर प्लानिंग किए होंगे, एक पूरा गोल सेट किए होंगे। तो क्या ऐसा हुआ होगा कि उन्होंने जब पाइपलाइन स्प्रेड करना स्टार्ट किया उसके 2 और 3 मंथ्स के बाद ही उनको इनकम आनी स्टार्ट हो गई हो? ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, उनका लॉन्ग टर्म गोल होगा। मे बी 5 to 6 या 8 to 10 ईयर्स हो सकते हैं। तो उन्होंने उस टाइम को विजुअलाइज किया होगा कि अगर अभी मैं काम स्टार्ट करता हूँ तो आने वाले टाइम में 8 to 10 ईयर्स के बाद में इसका क्या रिजल्ट होगा। तो यहाँ पे मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि जितने भी सक्सेसफुल पीपल्स होते हैं, जैसे आप अमेजोन को देख लो या गूगल को देख लो या डिश को देख लो, डिश केबल वाले जो होते हैं उसको देख लो, या किसी भी सक्सेसफुल पीपल्स को, तो उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में एक प्लानिंग की, एक ड्रीम देखा और उसको उसका प्रॉपर गोल सेट करके और फिर उस पर काम करना स्टार्ट किया। तो इनकी लाइफ में 3 चीजें होती हैं जिसको वो कंज्यूम करने के लिए हमेशा प्रिपेयर होते हैं। एक तो होता है मनी, सेकंड होता है एफर्ट और थर्ड होता है टाइम। बट इन तीनों चीजों में एक चीज कॉमन होती है उनमें, जो कि होता है पेशेंस, क्योंकि उनके अंदर पेशेंस होता है कि जो उन्होंने गोल सेट किया है 5 to 10 ईयर्स के लिए, या जितना भी टाइम उन्होंने कंज्यूम करने का एक प्रॉपर गोल बनाया है, उस टाइम तक वो वेट करे। तो हम सब जानते हैं कि इस पूरे वर्ल्ड में 2 ही टाइप के लोग हैं, ठीक है। एक पुअर माइंडसेट के होते हैं और एक रिच माइंडसेट के। क्या ये स्टार्टिंग से ही ऐसे ही इनका बर्थ होता है, पुअर माइंडसेट हो या रिच माइंडसेट हो? ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना, क्योंकि गॉड ने सबको एक जैसा बनाया है। तो ऐसा क्या होता है, क्योंकि बाहर से अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर देखोगे दोनों का सेम होता है, हार्डवेयर जो होता है वो दोनों का सेम होता है। तो प्रॉब्लम कहाँ होती है? सॉफ्टवेयर में होती है। सॉफ्टवेयर का मतलब क्या होता है? हमारा माइंडसेट, हमारा वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, कि हम किस टाइप से सोचते हैं। यही सॉफ्टवेयर जो डिफरेंट लोगों में डिफरेंट टाइप से रन हो रहा है, वही बाकियों से आपको सेपरेट कर देता है। यही आपको बताता है कि आपकी लाइफस्टाइल कैसी होगी, आपका बैंक बैलेंस कैसा होगा, आप कैसे लाइफ को एंजॉय करोगे। इसलिए अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है लाइफ में, चाहे वो मनी प्रॉब्लम हो या कोई भी आप फ्रीडम चाहते हो लाइफ में, तो उसके लिए एक चीज आपको याद रखना है कि अगर आउटसाइड में आप बाहर की दुनिया में देखोगे तो उसका सॉल्यूशन नहीं मिलेगा। बाहर की दुनिया में रिजल्ट को चेंज करने के लिए आपको अपने अंदर चेंज करना पड़ेगा। तो एक चीज होती है कि जो रिच पर्सन होते हैं उनकी फिलॉसफी थोड़ा सा अलग होता है जो पुअर पर्सन होते हैं उनसे, क्योंकि जब वो कोई काम स्टार्ट करते हैं तो वो ये सोचते हैं कि आफ्टर सम इयर्स उसका रिजल्ट क्या होने वाला है, ठीक है। वो किस पे बिलीव करते हैं? पाइपलाइन बिल्डिंग में, जैसा कि गौतम अदानी ने किया है। जो भी वर्क करते हैं उसके बारे में वो पूरा प्लानिंग करते हैं। सिंपल फिलॉसफी उनकी होती है कि दे डोंट बिलीव इन हार्ड वर्क, दे ओनली बिलीव इन स्मार्ट वर्क, ठीक है। और पुअर जो माइंडसेट के लोग होते हैं वो सिर्फ हार्ड वर्क पे बिलीव करते हैं, वो नेक के नीचे वाले पोर्शन का ज्यादा यूज करते हैं, और जो रिच माइंडसेट वाले होते हैं वो नेक के नीचे दैट मीन्स जो माइंड है उसका ज्यादा यूज करते हैं। तो क्या होता है कि जो पुअर माइंडसेट के लोग होते हैं ना, वो ज्यादा एक्सपोज करने में बिलीव करते हैं। दैट मीन अगर उनकी सैलरी 15,000 है तो 10,000 का एटलीस्ट मोबाइल उनके हैंड में देखोगे। उनके पास बैंक बैलेंस कुछ भी नहीं है, लेकिन लोन लेकर के उनके पास गाड़ी जरूर देखने को मिलेगी। तो इस टाइप का उनके पास में माइंडसेट होता है। लेकिन जो रिच माइंडसेट के लोग होते हैं वो जब कोई प्रोडक्ट, किसी प्रोडक्ट में वो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो ये जरूर देखते हैं कि इसमें इन्वेस्ट करने पे कितना प्रॉफिट हमें होने वाला है। तो रिच पर्सन जो होते हैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे पे, वो खुद को पे करते हैं, इसके बाद फिर वो किसी और को पे करते हैं। इसका मतलब है कि जब भी जितना भी उनका इनकम होता है, जितनी भी उनकी सैलरी होती है, सबसे पहले वो उसका 20% सेव करते हैं, और फिर जब उनके जितने भी एक्सपेंडिचर होते हैं एक्स्ट्रा, उसके लिए वो उसे जो बचा हुआ होता है उसको वो यूज करते हैं। अदरवाइज अगर एक्सपेंडिचर उनका बहुत ज्यादा होता है तो वो क्या करते हैं, एक्स्ट्रा हार्ड वर्क करके और उस एक्सपेंडिचर को कंप्लीट करते हैं। बट वो अपने सेविंग में से निकालते नहीं है और उस सेविंग को इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि वो क्या होते हैं, इन्वेस्टिंग माइंडसेट के होते हैं। बट पुअर पर्सन क्या होते हैं, वो पहले क्रेडिट पे करते हैं, मतलब उनके यहाँ सैलरी आई तो जो भी लोन वगैरह है उसको पे करते हैं, उसके बाद जो बचता है उसको सेव करते हैं। और इन्वेस्ट करने की तो उनके पास बात ही मत करिए, क्योंकि वो इन्वेस्ट तो करना ही नहीं चाहते हैं। तो रिच पर्सन जो होते हैं वो 3 चीजों में काम करते हैं, जो पहले मैंने बताया, टाइम, मनी एंड एफर्ट, ये तीनों चीजें। और उनका जो गोल होता है वो लॉन्ग टर्म होता है, वो ये नहीं सोचते कि आज मैं मनी लगा रहा हूँ कल मुझे टर्नओवर आना स्टार्ट हो जाए, तो ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं होता है। पेशेंस उनके पास में होती है, और वो जो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो ये जरूर सोचते हैं कि आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम इसका कितना बेनिफिट हमें होगा, कितनी इनकम आएगी, उनका पूरा गोल क्लियर होता है। तो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड, थैंक यू।
अमेजिंग ललिता जी। इनफैक्ट मैं सोच रहा था कि आपको ये टॉपिक में आप क्या बताओगे, क्योंकि ये टॉपिक इतने लोगों ने बोल चुका है एंड देयर सो मेनी पीपल हैव स्पोकन अबाउट दिस टॉपिक। सो जब आपने अदानी का नाम लेके लिया तो समझ गया कि बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है टॉपिक भी। वेरी नाइस, बहुत ही अच्छे से रिलेट किया आपने अदानी जी का एग्जांपल लेके, वेरी नाइसली शेयर्ड ललिता जी, वेरी गुड,
थैंक यू।
ऑसम। या यू आर लाउड एंड क्लियर।
Yeah, here I'm introducing myself. This is Shivam Shukla. I'm a student of IIT Kanpur, civil engineering student, and I'm going to take a topic from a book, Think and Grow Rich. The topic is about the Edwin C. Barnes story. He was actually the manager of the famous inventor, the Thomas Alva Edison, and not about the story, but I would like to cover the background of it. That is the thought he covered and the thought he had for growing rich. So basically, it is not only related to growing rich. Even if you consider any project or if you're doing any work, and if you don't think about it, if you don't have a plan about it, then you are not eventually going to fail in it. So before going to start for any work or for any job or for anything, for any project of yours, you need to start thinking about it. You need to get in the thought process of it. You need to set the goal in your mind which you want to achieve, and you need to place yourself in a position where you have already completed the goal, and what you have achieved and what you will get from that goal, from achieving that goal. So the first and the foremost thing which you need to do is to think about the uh, outcomes, think about the goal, keep it in your mind, repeat it, you can say, at a regular interval of time. So what the story was that Edwin C. Barnes, who was basically a very poor kind of person, he didn't have enough money to even go to Edison, and he was what his thought process was. If I tell you about this, you will be shocked. That he wanted to start a business with the famous inventor of that time, and the Edison. He almost had over 50 plus patents, and he was in a series of invention. He invented new things over a period of time, and he wanted to get into business with that person, that kind of level of person. So most of the people, even thinking about this, they leave the thought that I can't do it. They leave the thought in the initial path only. So this story shows that how Edwin C. Barnes thought about this business plan with Edison, and he consistently worked on it. First of all, he initially went to Edison on foot. That was his first step, and then he worked with the Edison as his you can say as a servant. He initially worked as his servant. Then later on, he searched for opportunities. In Edison built a telegraph machine. It was some kind of machine which in which other people were not interested. This person, Edwin C. Barnes, he uh, uh, overlooked the opportunity in it, and then he thought about it, and he took the opportunity to what you can say is publicize or to market this invention of him, and eventually he leaded his life to become a millionaire, and then he succeeded in his mission, that was to uh, start a business with the Edison. So the first and the foremost process in everything, in each and everything you do, is to think about it. Think about the goal, think what you want to achieve, and have a fixed thought process in your mind. That's it. Thank you.
Wonderful, Shivam. Amazing. I think you're talking about the first time, Shivam. I think second time. I've heard you last time as well.
Yeah. Second
Correct,
time.
no? Wonderful. It's a very nice story, actually, Edwin Barnes. It talks about the burning desire. Because
Yeah,
main
burning.
essence यही होता है कि यार जब तक आपको जुनून नहीं है किसी चीज के लिए तो definitely you can't make the law of attraction work. And trust
Yeah,
me, I
true.
think many people मेरे लाइफ में बहुत बार अप्लाई हो चुका है and it works magically. मतलब जुनून चाहिए, बस जुनून, बोलते हैं ना पागलपन दिन रात बस दिन रात
True.
पागलपन चाहिए. And if you can really get those kind of पागलपन or जुनून or the magnitude
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I
emotions
still
with
remember my
resolution.
JD times when I used to study till 2 a.m. in the night, and then eventually I cracked it. So yeah, I could relate to it.
Absolutely,
Very
absolutely. So anyone who has junoon in their life or the burning desire, what we call, it will go beyond the
much.
emotions, and that is when you attract good opportunities to yourself. Wonderfully covered, Shivam. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll move to the next speaker, Charanjit. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll just
Yeah, Kiran.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening all. Today my topic is about how to apply the secret from a book named The Secret. This is one of my favorite book, and I would say as far as grooming and knowing the life and how to achieve the things in a life, that was the first book that I had come across and I applied. It's been a 6 year. The first time when I read this book, my friend actually gifted me this book. So that time I was not believing on the facts that this book talks about. But guys, it's amazing. When you read it first time, you will feel like this is not possible. Like this is just kind of imagination that you are doing. This is not possible in real life. But I would like to share one example from my experience that how it worked for me and I started believing it. When I left my first organization, I was before that I was giving some interviews, like just getting the offer letter from the second organization. I was keep on giving the interview and I was getting rejected. Somehow I was not able to clear the last round. Uh, when my when my friend suggested me this book and started reading this book, and this book talks about the three things. Those are the three fundamentals that you have to keep in mind when applying the secret for it. One is ask, one is believe, and uh, uh, one is receiving it. Like पहले जो भी आप कर रहे हो, whatever you want in your life, you have to ask the universe, ask for it. Once you're done with that, then start believing that wish will come true and start behaving like that you already have received that thing. It's like the same thing. Suppose when you go to the hotel or you order your, you go through the menu and you order your dish, right? will you do the will you do the thing like once you place your order, you keep on placing the order again and ask for the order again and again? No, na. You know that order will come, right? Sooner or later it will take time. The same thing happens in our life. Once you call to the universe what you want in your life, once you ask the universe that this thing I want a car, I want a big house, whatever. So once you place that order, place that your request to the universe, believe in it, believe it like this is going to happen. And you don't need only to believe, you have to visualize that, and you have to get the feeling which you will have once you receive that thing. So ऐसा है कि आपको चीज वो मिली नहीं है, बट आपको बिहेव करना है, you already possess that, and वो चीज रिसीव करने के बाद जो आपके पास फीलिंग रहेगी, like कुछ आपको मिल रहा है, suppose you bought a new car, you will be excited, right? You will be amazed, you will feel like you are on the कि मैंने क्या अचीव कर लिया. So the same thing that you have to do जब वो चीज आपके पास नहीं है. So क्या रहेगा, this the moment you will visualizing and you behaving like you already have received that thing, universe starts arranging the things in the way so that things will start coming to you. You don't need to worry about how the universe will work, right? लाइट जल रही है, अपना बल्ब जग रहा है या ट्यूबलाइट जग रही है, we don't know how it works, right? Still we are using it, still we are feeling it. फैन है, we don't know how this is rotating. बल्ब है, उसका लाइट कैसे चल रहा है. But these are the, you can say, these are the laws, right, which are happening in our life. So it's not like that कि हर जो चीज हो रही है कि आपको उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो कि वो कैसे होगी. You just have to believe. So the example that I was giving is कि I was not getting the second break in my career. So what I started doing it after reading this book, मेरा एक friend था जिसने मुझे book दिया था. I started behaving like I already have received an offer letter. तो डेली क्या रहता था, जैसे 45 days का नोटिस पीरियड था मेरा. So what I started doing, the moment I read this book, very next day I started behaving him like okay, यार मेरे आज 44 days रह गए. Every day I used to do the same thing. उसके डेस्क पे जाने का, वो मेरे से पूछने का, अच्छा अभी कितने दिन रह गए. I used to say okay 40 days, then 39 days. Okay यार अभी तो 2 हफ्ते रह गए. जैसे you will not believe, जैसे ही 2 हफ्ते रहने वाले थे, I had given interview, 2-3 interviews in organization, and I got a call with the offer letter. So I was so amazed that I started visualizing and I started feeling and behaving in the way that I already have received an offer letter. So since that time, I'm really amazed with this book, and I know this is not an easy job to do. The rules, the principle that this book talks about, it's not easy to implement. But again and again, when you read this book, you will able to understand its content, and it actually works, guys. So that was the the experience that I would like to share from my personal experience. So I hope the members of this club will start reading this book, and they will really make their life good, whatever they want in their life. Thank you, Kiran.
Superb, Charanjit. As usual, no, personal example with emotions always connects. आपने पूरे book का सारांश बता दिया.
That is my favorite book, and I believe that it's not possible कि हर चीज आप immediately you will start implementing. It's not easy, but I think कुछ ना कुछ तो आपको इससे you will able to get it.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, Charanjit.
Yeah.
Very true. Good, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Charanjit, for sharing your experience. Great.
Yeah.
So I think before moving ahead, if we have any new person, we can ask for introduction. Priyadarshi, is he new? Kya? Priyadarshi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Hey, hi Priyadarshi. Can you introduce yourself in case you're new? Your name, profession, who invited you, and where do you locate?
Hi everyone, I am Priyadarshi Praveen, and I
thinking big, and today I'll be talking about going first class by managing your environment. So basically, I'll be talking about your personal environment, so social environment. Basically, I'll be focusing on that today. Okay, so so your environment plays very crucial role to be happy or be sad in your life. That is what I mean to say is that. Okay, so when we say about doing exercise, means if we do the exercise well and keep our diet well, it means what will happen is that our body will respond to well while we are working. It will support us very well. Okay, likewise, whatever we feed to our mind, that that plays very important roles. Means whether if you are feeding negative thoughts to your mind, it means you will have all the negativity in your life. But if you feed the positivity to your mind, it means that you will have positive life throughout your life. So so likewise, when I'm saying this positivity and negativity, that comes from the whatever environment you have, your surroundings. Okay, your surrounding, whatever you have, your environment you have around you. So most of the time, what we can do is that to have a positivity around us, we can ignore negative people. You can find negative people, so they can, so for example, you have any idea, they will not find anything positive in that. They will always look for the negative points in that idea. They will have 100 reasons to scrap that idea, but they do not have a single reason to implement that idea. So you have to run away from these kind of negative thinkers. So that what will happen is that you can focus on your ideas, whatever you can implement. Okay, so so you should be very much careful about, while doing anything new or while implementing any new idea, to whom you should take the advice. So you should understand that you should always take the advice from the people. As Vijay always says, you should always take the advice from the people who are experienced in that area. So for example, you start some new venture and you required some advice on that, so always go to the people who already worked in that area, or they have experience in that area. So likewise, most of the time it happened with me as well. So when I was actually I passed out from my 10th class, then I was just checking that what I can do further studies in my life, something like that. I was asking to anyone, everywhere, anything like, and everyone was giving the different ideas to me. So at that time I was not clear about what I need to do, and I was just asking everywhere that what should I do and something like that. But if I would had some mentor in my life, so I would have decided at that time itself that what I like to do, or what will be my next path, something like that. So some of the tips I gathered from the Magic of Thinking Big book to make your social environment first class. So first tip is like, do circulate in new groups. Always try to be part of new groups. Like here I am in Peak Impact Mentorship and Book Club. Actually, before this I was just dealing with my office work, some office friends, or some society friends, something like that. I was not discussing anything new about my personal or professional life, but I became a part of this group, and I came to know that there is more than what I am doing in my life. So that is one tip. So I got a chance to make new friends. I joined this organization. I enlarged my social. I came to know about what people are doing, how they are upscaling themselves with their personal and professional growth. That I came to know. And and of course, third tip is from that book is that do select your friends who have views different from your views. So most of the time, that is my personal experience, that if someone do not agree with my views, whatever I have, I do not mingle with them, or I do not communicate with them most of the time. But what I understood here is that if any of the person is having a different kind of view other than your view, or whatever your view and your certain person's view does not match, it means that there are multiple possibilities that person is thinking in the other way. That may be helpful for you to grow or to take the decisions whatever you have. Okay, and the fourth tip is that throw thought poison out of your environment. It means that stay out of any gossips. If any gossip is there, just stay out of it. Talk about people, but talk about the positive side of people. Don't talk about the negative side of the people. So I'll just summarize this explanation about your going first class through your through managing your environment is that go first class in everything you do. You can't afford to go any other way. That is the best thing I I have ever read out in the magic from that book, the Magic from Thinking book. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much.
Amazing, Prakash. You shared such important points. Yeah, it gives me memories when I started working on my idea, when opinions were there, a lot of opinions. And I've heard in some podcast, I heard that opinion are like armpits. Everyone has them, but most of them stinks. So it's amazing thing, and whom to listen, whom not to listen is very, very important. And choosing right mentor and coaches for whatever we are doing something new where we want to go is very, very important. And you rightly covered a lot of points, and definitely your topic again has a lot of impact, a lot of deep meaning, which definitely I'll cover in maybe in some time. Thank you so much, Prakash. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. I think Rajendra ji has not spoken. Rajendra ji, आप next जाओगे?
या किरण,
हाँ,
हेलो,
आपका अगर वीडियो पॉसिबल रहेगा क्या?
या
हाँ,
हेलो.
ओके राजेंद्र.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Rajan Singh Rathod. I am working in Bangalore and IT industry. And today I will continue with one book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Part 2, Way to Make People Like You. So do this and you will welcome anywhere. So this topic basically based on one principle provided by that Dale Carnegie, become genuinely interested in other people. So this topic teach you one greatest technique to how to win friend. Just like a dog is the only animal that doesn't have to work for living. A hen has to lay eggs and cow has to give milk for living their life. So dog is the only one animal so who is living by not giving you anything, but he give love. So because some people wants to interested in themselves, they don't interest to other people. So this way you can't make a good friend. So if you want to make a good friend, so you have to interested in other people. If you want to other people to like you, if you want to develop real friend, so you have to interested in them. So this is the only way to make a good friend. That's it, sir, Kiran, from my side today.
वेरी ब्यूटीफुली शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प. राजेंद्र जी, अच्छे से आपने कवर किया. इनफैक्ट एवरी सिंगल टाइम आप बोलते जा रहे हो, आप इंप्रूव करते हैं. मुझे पता है. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर, आई थिंक 4 महीने पहले आपने बोला था ना एक बार, 4-5 months बैक, आई थिंक, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. एम आई राइट? पहली बार तब आई थिंक तब बोला था द कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल, एंड नाउ व्हेन यू स्पीक कितना फ्लॉलेसली अभी आप बात कर रहे हो. वेरी गुड. कीप कमिंग एंड कीप स्पीकिंग.
Thank you, Kiran.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rajan ji. So I won't delay, but now we have a special speaker. The first highlight of our book club is here, and we'll take her topic first. So Hainvi ji is here. People who don't know who Hainvi ji is, Hainvi ji को personally मैं जानता हूँ. She is a lady entrepreneur. She is a corporate successful lady. She has more than 14 plus experience in corporate HR, people management, multiple areas. And now she is an independent entrepreneur, as well as she is taking care of her family. मतलब she's like, मैंने बोलते हैं ना, women entrepreneur, kind of something kind of that. And we have, I have been watching her, following her for almost 1 or 2 years now through PIM. And it's very fortunate that we got her time today, because she will share something very important and most practical for all of us to really manage. So, Hainvi ji, without any delay, I'll call you and just spotlight you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, Hainvi ji. The stage is yours.
My pleasure. And first of all, thank you so much for such a beautiful, warm welcome. And hi all, as Kiran has already told me, I am Haindvi. And a little about me, I have done my MCOM and I've done my CA Inter. And I work with a corporate in a senior manager position. Most of it is into people management. Okay, now let me tell you about what I want to tell today. So Kiran, can I have the sharing rights?
Yeah, I think you have it, Hainvi. Can you check it?
Yeah, yes, I have, yes. So don't control your laugh. You can always laugh. Smile is always good. हाँ, so with this posture, क्या समझ में आ रहा है? लग क्या रहा है? Kiran, Hindi and English both together is good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. English and Hindi is both fine.
Okay. So इसको देख के लग क्या रहा है? They said it is how to strike that balance. The balance नहीं, that balance in life. द और दैट में बहुत फर्क आ जाता है ना. एंड यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है, बैलेंस अपने लाइफ के बारे में बोल रहे हो और यहाँ पे देखो तो छोटा बॉल के ऊपर बड़ा सा हाथी बैठा है या फिर बैलेंस कर रहा है. What am I trying to say? First is whatever you want. If you start giving the same, you will get the same. So आपको क्या चाहिए वो आपने, if suppose you want love from others, you want affection from others, you start showing affection to everybody you meet, then you will get in return. जब आप हंस के हाई बोलोगे तो हंस के हाई मिलेगा. If you just turn your face, they will also turn their face. है ना? Same wise. अभी ये हाथी क्या है? Just for time being, imagine that whatever is your current state of mind, whatever burdens you have, whatever pressures you have, that is that hathi, and that small papa ball, right, that is you. Okay, imagine it in that way. Now let's move a little ahead. Now I'll start with a small saying, the famous saying. I would say happiness is not a matter of intensity, but the balance of harmony, rhythm and order in it. I'll simplify. हम लोगों को बड़ा बड़ा statement नहीं चाहिए. Let's be very simple. We are all simple people, right? So what does it mean? It is nothing but handling various elements in your life, okay, from your heart. मतलब heart and soul should be connected. Then it will not feel pulled. ऐसा नहीं लगेगा कि मुझे जबरदस्ती कराना पड़ रहा है. यहाँ पे ऐसे कितने लोग हैं who feel अरे यार सुबह हो गया वापस ऑफिस जाना है. I'm sure 90%, even though you don't want to say, 99.9999% लोगों को लगता है. मे बी डिफरेंट रीजन, किसी को काम पसंद नहीं है, किसी को बॉस पसंद नहीं है, किसी को सैलरी पसंद नहीं आ रहा है, किसी को प्रमोशन है. एंड रीजंस आर different for different people. So but if you're doing something with your heart connected to it and you don't feel pulled away or pulled towards it, then you will feel free and do whatever you want in your life. Now how do I understand what do I want in my life? Okay, so little emphasize on next slide. Okay, oh sorry, yeah. होता क्या है, what do I am looking at balancing? First and foremost, let's divide it into simpler way, internal and external factors. Internal balance, mind should be connected with what you're doing. ऐसा नहीं होना है कि you're thinking intellectually but you're actually missing out the opportunities around you. And heart, if you give love, if you give respect, if you give affection, you will get back. So it should be a balance. ऐसा नहीं है कि you only give and you don't receive, or if you are only looking at receiving and you are not giving, that is not possible. So balance in everything is needed. Okay, health also same. If you keep eating and you don't take care of your body, your health will not be with you. Likewise, coming to the external factors, these are the ones which we all are carried away, right? Workplace, we log in, we work, we forget that somebody at home is waiting for us, or we think this is my priority, this is my bread earner. True, very true, this is the priority because it is giving you salary end of the day. But how long? ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको सैलरी मिल रहा है पर घर आने के बाद कोई नहीं है आपसे बात करने के लिए, कैसा लगेगा? You need to try and do a balance between both. Coming to social factors, nowadays you have a lot of distraction into the social media. जहाँ पे फेसबुक पे जाओगे, एक पोस्ट देखेंगे या फिर थोड़ा आधा घंटा चेक कर लेंगे किसने क्या क्या पोस्ट डाला, and you never know when are you carried away. 1 hour आपका कब कैसे हो गया, you will not realize. बाद में लगेगा अरे बाप रे 1 घंटा से मैं फिर सिर्फ फेसबुक की उंगली स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ, मैंने कुछ पाया ही नहीं है. Okay, so don't get carried away. Try to control it by at least keeping a alarm 10 minute, आधा घंटा, whatever your requirement is. Okay, or go into it only for your requirement. Just don't keep scrolling. Family also, think whether you are responsible in that family or you are someone who is actually looking at a source of burden. मतलब ये है कि आप अपने फैमिली में इन्वॉल्व हो रहे हो या फिर आपकी फैमिली के लिए आप एक पर्सन हो जो सिर्फ रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेने के लिए या फिर वजन उठाने के लिए दिख रहा है. ओके, ऐसा है क्या? चेक टू योरसेल्फ. एंड लास्ट वन, फन में ये बोलूंगी कि द बेस्ट एग्जांपल दैट आई गिव दीज डेज, व्हाट एवरीबॉडी इज डूइंग. लगता है कि बहुत स्ट्रेस्ड आउट है, ऐसा करेंगे एक मूवी देख लेते हैं, थोड़ा रिलैक्स होना है. एक मूवी खत्म हो गया, लगता है कि नहीं अभी भी टायर्डनेस लग रहा है, अभी भी इरिटेटेड लग रहा है, और एक मूवी, ऐसे करके दिन में 4-5 मूवी देख लिए, बट एंड ऑफ द डे यू लॉस्ट 1 फुल डे. अगर वो 3 घंटे तक ही था तो वो रिफ्रेशमेंट था, बट इफ इट बिकेम 1 डे, इट इज लाइक वेस्ट ऑफ योर डे. 1 day from your life is बस, it's a big deal. बहुत कुछ कर सकते थे. Okay, now a small assignment for you, Kiran. You will have to manage to get that assignment. I'm sure everybody knows this, but please try doing it and get back to Kiran with whatever your requirements were. I think many of you know this, right? But I gave a little easier way to fill it. I'll explain anyways. Now in your current mindset, आज के time पे what is your mindset कि आपको क्या important लग रहा है? in our corporate life, in our interviews, we always heard, right? Excel में अपने आप को कितना rate करोगे, accounting में अपने आप को कितना rate करोगे, और Java, C++, whatever the software languages are, अपने आप को कहाँ rate करोगे? Now you rate it for yourself. Till now we were rating for others. Now rate it for yourself. Fitness and health, what is your priority? Career, what is your priority? Money, what is your priority? Sit down and write from 1 to 10 wherever you stand. It cannot be 10 everywhere और पूरा सर्कल कलरफुल है पर अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ भी प्रायोरिटी नहीं है, ऐसे नहीं हो सकता है. Think, be honest with yourself, because you're not doing it for me or for Kiran, you're doing it for your own good. When you understand why I have to do this, when you understand what I wanted in my life and where am I standing, then you will realize how do I go back to where I wanted to be. Okay, that will help you in understanding what you wanted out of your own life. वो जब पहले में when you are getting educated or when you are just passed out, you used to realize, right? That will come back to you, and then you will strive to do that more and more in your life. And small tips, these are the factors of life. Learning भी होना चाहिए, work भी होना चाहिए, family भी होना चाहिए, wellness भी होना चाहिए, and association, community भी होना चाहिए, because we are humans. हम लोग जंगल में या फिर अकेले नहीं रह सकते. We need people around us. So you choose which kind of people you want. You want a happy go, like-minded, positive people, और जो हमेशा दुख भरी कहानी सुनाते हैं, आपको नेगेटिव कर देते हैं, ऐसे लोग चाहिए. क्या चाहिए आप डिसाइड कीजिएगा. And your involvement of your factors to fill that wheel of life should have all these. Involvement होना है, competence होना है, feelings होना है, priorities होना है. Okay, now coming to the word of priority, I will tell you, I'll try to relate with my things in life, how my priorities changed, so that maybe you will understand where are you, and maybe one of you or many of you would be in my boat. Okay, I'll say suppose I've started after I finished 10th खत्म होते ही दिमाग की और द स्टेट ऑफ माइंड कैसे था, ऐसा था कि मुझे अरे यार मेरा तो 10th हो गया, मैं तो आधी दुनिया कॉन्कर कर चुकी हूँ, अभी मुझे कोई नहीं समझा सकता कि पढ़ाई क्या है, क्या करना चाहिए, मैं सब जानती हूँ. इन दैट माइंड सेट आई वेंट टू माई फादर एंड आई टोल्ड कि पापा मुझे ना सीए का कोचिंग जो भी मिलेगा उसके साथ मेरा इंटरमीडिएट चाहिए. और मैंने सुना कि यहाँ पे मिलता है, वहां पे मिलता है, मेरे दोस्त यहाँ ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, वहां ज्वाइन, एवरीथिंग. आई स्पोक सो मेनी थिंग्स फॉर हाफ एन आवर 45 minutes. माय डैड वाज जस्ट लिसनिंग टू मी, एंड एट द एंड ही सेड, अच्छा व्हेन यू गैदर्ड सो मच इन्फॉर्मेशन, go get the applications, I'll sign it for you. मेरा माइंडसेट ये था कि मुझे ये चाहिए, मैं बोल दूंगी, पापा मुझे ला के दे देंगे, क्योंकि मैं इतना तकलीफ उठाई. I did a lot of hard work and I finished my 10th. But the other way around, my father said, you go get your applications, I'll just fill in, I'll sign for you. I'll not even fill the application, I'll just sign. एंड ही गेव अ कंडीशन कि आप कल जाओ, सुबह जब निकलना है निकलो, बट यू हैव टू बी बैक एट होम बाय 5 o'clock विद 15 applications मिनिमम. और उसमें ऑप्शंस मैं निकालूंगा आपके लिए. सो यू गेट द इन्फॉर्मेशन, आई विल पिक फॉर यू. And I went, I came back around 6:30. First scoldings I got was, I gave you a deadline of 5, you came back at 6. Try to correlate deadlines, हर जगह मिलता है, not only in office. Okay, and then he said, how many options you have? I said, I have one option, one college has इंटरमीडिएट कोर्स विद सीए कोर्स. पापा बोले इसको ऑप्शन नहीं बोलते, इसको बोलते हैं मजबूरी, आपको सिर्फ एक ही कॉलेज मिला. देन आई रियलाइज, ओके नो दैट्स ट्रू, आई हैव ओनली वन कॉलेज, नो ऑप्शन. आई हैव जॉइंड. देन आई थॉट, ओ अब तो मेरा सीए हो गया. आई फेल्ट एज इफ आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय सीए, बिकॉज मुझे कोर्स साथ में मिल रहा है. देन व्हाट नेक्स्ट? आफ्टर फिनिशिंग सीए इंटर, I didn't even attempt for final because I got married. Priorities in life changed. I was already earning by then. I've joined with my CA. Along with that, I've joined my MCOM. I finished it. I've started working. I was getting money. जब पैसा दिखता है ना, लोगों को लगता है कि ओके ठीक है फाइन, अभी के लिए सर्टिफिकेशन थोड़ा बाजू रखेंगे, बिकॉज एनीवेज आई एम गेटिंग व्हाट आई वांटेड. पैसे तो मिल रहे हैं, अब मैं जो चाहिए अपने लिए कर सकती हूँ. आई वाज आल्सो इन द सेम थॉट. देन लेफ्ट सीए कंप्लीटली. सीए इंटर खत्म करने के बाद फाइनल के लिए कोशिश ही नहीं किया, and came into the professional career. यहाँ पे I entered in a company with the entry level, wherein I also used to be like other small FTs. I wouldn't say small FTs, where the employees who come in daily do whatever is allotted to them and go back home. No additional work, no extra recognition, nothing. So my mind was like looking at my team lead. I used to think, अरे यार इसका job मस्त है. He comes, doesn't do any processing, doesn't do anything. He just sits, टॉक्स टू द टीम मेंबर्स, सबको बोलेगा तू ये काम करेगा, तू ये काम करेगा, और मैनेजर को बोलेगा मैंने सब काम दे दिया, शाम तक अपडेट दे देता है, 1-2 कॉल लेगा और घर चले जाएगा. इसका काम मस्त है यार, मुझे ऐसा काम चाहिए, क्योंकि आई डोंट वांट टू रिपोर्ट टू अदर्स. देन आफ्टर 2 years आई मूव्ड to next career because aspiration था, priority था कि मुझे यहाँ पे नहीं रुकना है, next level. And when I reached that next level, team lead, तब समझ में ये आया ये तो बड़ी घटिया चीज है, टीम लीड तो होना ही नहीं है, बिकॉज यू विल बी हियरिंग फ्रॉम द एफटीज, मतलब एम्प्लॉइज से भी सुनोगे, मैनेजर से भी सुनोगे, क्लाइंट से भी सुनोगे, काम नहीं होगा तो भी सुनोगे, काम ठीक से नहीं दोगा तो भी सुनोगे, एवरीवेयर एवरीबडी विल बी बम्बार्डिंग ऑन यू कि ये नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये हो गया, वो हो गया. Then I said no, this is not I wanted. I will go to the next level, assistant manager. वो कलरफुल दिख रहा है अभी क्योंकि टीम लीड का तो समझ में आ गया पेन क्या है. Then assistant manager के पास जाओ तो when I moved to the next level, assistant manager करो, अभी तो और बड़े भयानक चीज है. Now only with my manager के साथ नहीं रुकता है, it goes to the extent of client's boss also. It goes to the extent of a VP also. सबके साथ सुनना पड़ता है. This place I got to hear कि you are not a management person, you are a people person. If you want to be in this role, you have to change yourself to be a manager person. मतलब कंपनी का बंदा बनो, रिसोर्स का बंदा मत बनो. और रिसोर्सेस आके बोलते कि you have changed a lot, you are no more a people person, you are a management person. And we are in a state कि हम किसी को कुछ मदद कर ही नहीं सकते because it is not us. We are also employees like them. You can't give a promise to them for hike, salary, promotion, role change, anything and everything. Nothing is in your hands, but they feel you are everything. ये बहुत ही घटिया जगह था. Then I realized, नहीं, मुझे इसमें भी मजा नहीं आ रहा है और ऊपर से बहुत नेगेटिव सुनना पड़ रहा है. I am a person who is happy go person. हमेशा खुश रहो, खुश रखो. एंड यहाँ पे है कि दिन भर की दुखिया सुनो. एंड यू आर पेड ओनली फॉर यूजिंग योर ब्रेन एंड ईयर्स. इसका तो फॉर योर माउथ हैज टू बी जिप्ड. देयर इज नो यूज ऑफ इट बिकॉज यू कैंट प्रॉमिस, यू कैंट हेल्प. ओनली थिंग इज सुनो, हाँ आई टेल, आई लेट यू नो, आई टेल. इसके हाँ के अलावा कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते हो. So this role is worse than the earlier one. Then I said, no, not this. I really want to go a little more up, wherein कम से कम एक छूटे, employees का हंगामा तो छूटे. I'll be only with the management tensions. But when I reached that level, then I understood, no, this is not what I wanted. I always was a people person. अब यहाँ पे जाके you are not nowhere involved in people at all. So that was not giving me the happiness. Then my priorities in life again changed. I was looking for what I wanted initially, कि मुझे लोगों के साथ रहना है. At that point in time, PIM and Akshay Bhaiya, Seema ji helped me a lot in getting the proper mentorship, coaching in my life. As PIM, many of you know, if anybody is missing about PIM, Kiran will help you out. It is a wonderful platform which gives us personality development, career aspirations, clarity in life, which is very much needed because this generation is being carried away with the flow. ऐसा है कि पढ़ाई करो, सर्टिफिकेशन करो, जॉब करो, नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जाओ, सैलरी मिलेगा, ईएमआई भरो, लोन भरो, ईएमआई भरो, इसी में जा रहा है. Instead of that, get yourself converted to what was your life's aspiration. For this, again, I will give a small tips as to the 5 aspects, the 5 important aspects or tips which you can think upon and get back to what you wanted. You can realize about your priorities. क्योंकि what is my current state of mind के हिसाब से what is my priority? After looking at the corporate mess or corporate politics in place, I realized no, this is not I want. I really want to sit back. अगर मैं दिन भर आराम से घर पे बैठ के बुक पढूं या फिर किसी को हेल्प करूं या फिर 10 लोगों से बात करूं तो भी मुझे मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे आने चाहिए. That means I am secure. That is my financial freedom. I am not really have to strain or struggle to get that bread butter every month. So this is my current mindset. After a span of 14 years, now I understood this was what is meant to be done in life, which I was lacking for all these years. Now I'm working towards it. Likewise, you will also have your own aspirations in your life, your own priorities, or your own dream as to मुझे ऐसा जीना था. Think for yourself, isolate yourself for 5 minutes and think when you were getting educated, when you were very young, आपका दिमाग में चीजें कैसे थे, how you wanted your life to be, and now what is your life? Can you go back to your dream as to how my life should be? I'm sure nobody here would have thought कि मुझे सिर्फ जॉब करना है, मुझे सिर्फ लोन पे करना है, सिर्फ EMI पे करना है. Every one of us would have thought कि मुझे बड़ा बंगला चाहिए, पैसे बहुत होना चाहिए, मैं कितना भी ऐसे स्पेंड करूं तो भी बैलेंस कम नहीं होना चाहिए. I'm sure everybody would have thought this, and that is nothing wrong. But as सोचेंगे, only then we will think of striving to do it. So coming back to the 5 simple steps. So what are those 5 simple steps? It is nothing but first and foremost, take care of yourself, nourish yourself. As if हम लोग usually appreciate others, right? You did a very good job, awesome, you can do it. But कभी कभी अपने आप को भी बोलो, you are the ones who are doing. So कभी कभी pat on the back is required. Say Sabash, you are doing great. I'm thankful to you. It will give that extra energy to you to do the next step. Next day will be more effective, more energetic. Okay, then the second step is know what is your priority. As I've already told, this was my journey of thinking and changing of mindset and priorities. You will have your own. So come and sit and know about your priorities so that you can strive and work towards it. Okay, and the third one is create effective mindset. अब ये efficient effective mindset मिलता कहाँ, ये तो बाजार में मिलने वाली चीज है नहीं. And we are trying to help you all in this stage wherein we are giving you a positive people around you, positive mindset, like-minded people with an association of PIM and books. So it is always said, right? If a mouth is telling you a feedback, matlab if I am telling you a feedback saying you have to improve in this part, this line was wrong, you will not be ready to take it. But if you read a book and a book is answering you that, okay, this is your personality, you can beat this, this is the wrong way, or you're diverting yourself. When you get to know for yourself, when you read, then your mind will accept that feedback and then your mindset will change. Once your mind is ready to change, it is very easy for you to change your habits and your priorities and get to what you wanted. Okay, and then the fourth one is expect the unexpected. This is the simplest one, and trust me friends, ye hi hota hai life mein. You want a car, you will get a bike. You will not get a car at first place, because that is life. It will always challenge you. It will always provoke you to give more, give extra to get what you wanted. Let it be a money, let it be a monetary thing or a non-monetary thing, but it will challenge you. So don't get deprived or deviated from what you wanted because of the challenge you get. Divert yourself for a time being, because you cannot be cutting through it. अभी समझो कुछ हंगामा. Let's take the same example, pandemic. We never expected pandemic will come. We never expected we will have to sit in homes and work for so long hours. Office था तो कम से कम 10 घंटे में खत्म हो जाता था. Now it is 24 hours, right? For few though it is like if they have 2 more hours, that is also very work hours. But we are all coming out of it. We are all trying to, how can I cut down my work hours, or how can I be more effective? We are planning. In any situation you are in, you are all planning, right? You are trying to come out or trying to do more effective. Likewise in your priorities also, when you get any challenge, our mind, if you keep doing it or try to do it, your mind will take a deviation and come back to the path. तो उसको flow में जाओ थोड़ी देर, but try the opportunity and come back. Don't get carried away. Okay, and the last one is maintain that mental positive attitude. What do I mean by maintain? Positive association या फिर motivation ऐसी चीज है which you just take it. It will be there only for a very short time. 1 week, 10 days, 1 day, 2 days, till you get the next talk. But if you're self-motivated and you're mentally balanced with that motivation, अपने आप से जब खुश हो, and you're in these associations, like you talk, you hear a lot of positivity, you will never get any negative. Then you can keep your mind calm, balanced. When you're strong in mental, you will be strong in physical and your work also. The more efficient you are, the more mentally strong you are. So remember this, and I request everybody to do that small wheel of life activity to know yourself. Then you will come back and say that, Acha, theek hai, this is what I wanted. Now how do I get it? When you get that how question, you will figure out the way to get it. Okay. So this is from my side. I hope I added little value in your lives, at least for today. So thank you so much for this chance, Kiran.
Amazing, Ainviji. I was speechless because the flow you had in your talk and the emotions were amazing. I really loved it. Your story, your 5 points you ended with priorities, simply amazing. I just wanted to we all are feeling very special that you are here. So I want you also to feel very special. So let me invite 2 to 3 people to share their excitement for you, what they learned. So anyone who want to share, 2 to 3 people can unmute themselves and share the excitement, because when Haindvi ji leaves from here, she should feel कि यार इतना excitement होना चाहिए कि उनको बोलना चाहिए ना. They should call her friend. She should call her friend को, I went there in Kiran's book club. वो वहाँ पे यार लोग इतना अच्छे से मुझे praise किया. She should feel that positive vibration. So let us do that for her. So anyone, 2 to 3 people can unmute and please share their excitement for Haindvi ji. That would be really great.
Thank you so much, Haindvi ji. It was really nice. I mean, there was a flow in each topic that you covered. The way you spoke about balance, and then how it was to your life. Actually, I related a lot because I am a ICWA dropout. Because I started working and I'm like, okay, anyways, I'm getting money now, why should I do it? So I was able to relate a lot. And when you also said, even if you have 24 hours plus 2 hours, they'll still do it, and I'm still working. So yes, it was really nice to have you here, and I'm sure that Wheel of Life is something that everybody should actually work upon. And we have also discussed a lot about Wheel of Life every time. And thank you so much. You really touched upon minute stuff which are very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Andrew, good evening.
I would like to express my gratefulness. Hello Andrew जी, this is Sharan जी. आपने वो चीज बता दी जो हम फ्यूचर में भी मोस्ट ऑफ अस विल डू द थिंग्स कि हाँ भी ये पोजीशन ले लिया, उसके बाद ये पोजीशन लेने के बाद मे बी आई विल फील रिलैक्स. तो आपने हमें अभी फ्यूचर दिखा दिया जो लोगों के साथ होने वाला है, दे विल नॉट वर्क ऑन दोस थिंग्स. So that was really an amazing experience that you have shared, and we are really thankful that you bring those experiences and shared with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If you were able to take a value out of it, that's more like a blessing to me.
We are going to get recording.
Thank you,
and we will going to listen it.
Thank you. Thank you, Handvi. I just like to say one point here that she just traveled us to future. Basically, that's what she has done now. So like whatever challenges, whatever things we will face in life, she has just given us some glimpse of it so that we can be prepared. And I think that's the beauty of this group and this community. Like people, they are sharing their experience, and the young people who are not having that much of experience, they are also learning from them. So that's a beauty of it. So I just say this, that whatever you have just spoke, those things directly applies to our life, and we are very grateful to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kiran. You made my day.
And Vijay, good evening. I'm speaking from Visakhapatnam, Kiran's father.
Oh, hi, Uncle.
Yeah. Thank you. It is really heart touching, and it is an eye opener for the young kids, young guys, those who are yet not seen the corporate career, or going to see, or they are in quite
maybe some
new.
of them are already struggling like me here.
Yeah. The fact you are speaking today, what you told, actual the fact of what is happening in the corporate career. And I too have 19 years experience in corporate career. I'm a deputy manager in somewhere in product support. Okay. So what I want to say, you have told exact true fact what is actually going on. So this is not our motto. This is not our aim. In fact, yes. What you told, we have to achieve our wheel of life and try to achieve all of the 8 parts of the wheel of the life.
Yes.
So it will not be immediately we cannot achieve. It will take time. But my personal advice, or as you said, your tips. So everybody should try to achieve a wheel of life, not only one career or one company or this one. If somebody is working in corporate, he is only achieving, okay, get some money and this thing, but not other thing. So in today's life, actually everything, all the 8 parts are very, very utmost required. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, inspiring points what you told today.
Thank you so much, Uncle. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry ji. Yeah, go ahead. कोई बोल रहा था क्या?
हाँ. So Henry ji, thank you, Henry ji, for coming. And आपका जो एग्जाम्पल था बहुत कुछ टच किया और अपने आप से रिलेट भी किया. और आपने जो हम लोगों का फ्यूचर में जो हम लोग सोचते हैं वो आप गो थ्रू कर चुके हैं और हमें बता दिया कि एक्चुअली में ऐसा होता है जो हम लोग सपने देखते रहते हैं. तो और आप रियली आप इंस्पिरेशन हो, आप क्या करते हो, मतलब तो रियली यू आर इंस्पिरेशन. थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग एंड हम लोग बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे इससे एंड कीप कमिंग आल्सो. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू किरण. थैंक्स अ लॉट.
थैंक यू हैंडी जी. बहुत ही अच्छा लगा. एक्चुअली मैं तो हाउस वाइफ हूँ, फिर भी बहुत कुछ आपसे सीखने को मिला। मैं दिलीप को हमेशा देखती हूँ कि वो कैसे आप जैसे बोलते हो ना वैसे ही गो थ्रू करते हैं, पर आज आपसे बहुत सीखने को मिला, बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू हैंनरी।
Thank you, Gayatri ji. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anvi ji. I think I hope you felt special now. You'll remember our book club.
Yes, I cannot forget, and I'll be waiting for the next one.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you so much. Great. So we'll move next now. I think we do have one more new candidate क्या और एक और बंदा मैंने देखा Vimal is Vimal new? Anyone who's new for the first time? Hello. Anyone who's new? Vimal, I think Vimal, I don't know whether it's new or not. Vimal Nasir
Yes,
is not
Vimal
new.
is new, Kiran. Vimal
Okay, Vimal, if you can hear, can you unmute yourself and quickly introduce your name, profession, who invited you, where do you locate? I think network issue hoga. No issues. We'll move next. So one highlight of this book club is over. There are a couple of more highlights, but before that, we'll invite few more speakers. I think let me invite Rohit now. Rohit, you can go ahead. Spotlight you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Good evening. And today I'm having very special topic. So I'm just prepared for it, and I will just cover this topic in 2-3 days. I'll try to finish, in a very effective way. So the topic is taken from the book, The Magic of Thinking book, and this is Magic of Thinking Big, basically. And this is the second chapter of it. The chapter name is Cure Yourself from Excusitis. Okay, excusitis. Just listen this word. This is the failure disease. Okay, so this is what this topic talks about. We all want to be successful. We all want to learn from successful people. We all want to grow in our life. So if you see into the mind of successful people, they have this greatness that they lack those things that those who are not successful. So like unsuccessful people, let's say, if you look into their mind, they have this disease, excusitis. So they have excuse for everything. Whatever they are not capable of doing, if you ask them, they will give you one or two or multiple reason why they are not able to do it. So that's why this disease is called excusitis. So there are lots of people who are facing this disease, and this disease is basically mind deadening. It will break your mind. It will keep you behind in life. It will not let you grow. So you should really understand it, and you should cure it before it goes deeper into your thought, before it goes deeper into your subconscious mind. So you should vaccinate yourself from this disease. So there are actually 4 forms of excusitis. So first one is very common and very find in very abundance, that is basically health excusitis. So people, they give lots of excuse about their health. So let's say they will say, I'm not able to do it because of I'm having this problem, because of I'm having this health issue. So in this book, the author takes 2 examples. There are 2 people. One is having some minor issues with their health, and he's too much concerned about it. He's talking to everyone. He's saying like, I'm having this issue. I cannot do this because of my health, and all those things. Those kind of things. And there is some other guy who is having very serious issue, very serious problem with his leg, basically, and he is not thinking too much about it. He's just focusing on his goal. So there are 2 people, right? So one is having serious issue, but he is not concerned. He is concerned about his profession. He's concerned about his health. Not health, his success, basically, right? So he is not focusing on those things that he is not having. He is grateful for what he is having, right? So there are people who are there are 95% of the people, according to this book, who are affected by this disease called EIL, emotionally induced illness. So there are people who are who think that they are ill, basically, but they are not ill. Actually, they are emotionally ill. If you ask someone, like in this world, there are lots of people who are having some kind of disease, some kind of, not disease exactly, but some kind of physical disability, right? So if you think too much about it, it will go deeper into your subconscious mind, and in one day you will accept that this is your problem. You cannot come out of it. If you don't think too much about it, obviously you will just overcome of it, and you will just achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life, basically, right? So there are 3/4 of the people who are basically affected by this disease. Okay, so to avoid this health excusitis, there are some rules that you can follow. refer to take your health, talk about your, refuse to talk about your health. Don't talk about your health too much. So if you have some illness, some problem, don't talk too much about it. Just focus on your goal. Second is refuse to worry about it. Don't worry about your health. Basically, if you worry too much about your health, even if you don't have that much of seriousness, it will become serious. One day it will become serious. Okay. Third thing is be genuinely grateful that whatever you have, whatever health you are having, be genuinely grateful for that. So if you follow this thing, that then you will be successful. So there is an old saying that I felt sorry for myself because I had ragged shoes until I met a man who has no feet. So those are the things that you can understand. You can just think about them. So if you think about your excuses, if you think about all those things, you will not get any time to get success, or you will not get any time to achieve whatever you want to achieve. If you don't focus on those problems, those excuses, you will definitely get success. So this is it from my side today. I think there are 3 more points that we'll cover in coming weeks. That's all. Thank you, Kiran.
Amazing, Rohit. I loved it, especially EIL. I think बहुत लोगों ने पढ़ी book, but then उन्होंने इस पे stress नहीं किया. Emotionally induced illness. लोगों को दिमाग की बीमारी होती है.
लिख लिया था, मुझे अच्छा लगा एक्चुअली. मैं सोचा कि इसको शेयर करूंगा मैं.
Absolutely, it is very very good. Actually बहुत ही important ये acronym है. सबको जानना चाहिए, because तभी लोग काम कर पाएंगे अपने ऊपर.
चलो मैं इसको लिख दे रहा हूँ चैट में. ठीक है, थैंक यू.
In fact, you also shared that Rohit, आपने एक और quote भी share किया. That is also very nice. I felt sorry about myself when I dragged on a person who had no feet.
Yes, I will share that too. No problem. I'll share in the chat. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rohit, for your sharing. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Great.
Bye.
Okay, so we'll move to the next speaker. Papa, you want to speak? Hello, Papa, can you hear me?
I'm listening.
Haan, Papa.
Hello.
Yeah.
Shall I put on my video?
Yeah, you can put on a video. I'll spotlighting you, and yeah, your time starts now.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening to everybody. Today I want to speak about desire, the Think and Grow Rich, first chapter, desire. Yeah. What is desire? Friends, every human being who reaches to a certain understandable age, I mean, when he grown up, now he will think about to achieve something, maybe financially, or maybe in something in this one, like a house, a bungalow, or a big car, costly car, like that. So now for this, only wishing is not sufficient. You have to have desire, or rather than burning desire. Now, what I want to say, yeah. So now there is a proverb: a goal without a plan is just a wish. That means you are having a goal that you want to achieve a bungalow or car or like that, but you don't have desire. You only wish. So you should have desire rather than burning desire. What I want to say, a goal for the desire, goal is required, and certainly for achieving something, there is a burning desire is required. Burning desire is much more powerful than the desire. Now, to have the burning desire and to achieve goal, you should there are 5 elements of this. One is dreaming, second hoping, third wishing, fourth desiring, fifth planning. Yes, that means in short, the dreaming means first you started dreaming that okay, I should have Audi car, a costly car. Then you should hope, yeah, definitely I will get that car. Then your wish becomes to your desire and then convert to burning desire. Then you start desiring. Then when you have the burning desire, then you will start planning. When you plan, then when you execute, then definitely, friends, you are going to get it. That is very near. Now, for this, I want to share one or two story. There is a long ago, in some country, there was a military commander. He is very, very small comparing to his enemy. But somehow, because of enmity, he want to conquer that powerful enemy, powerful foe. So what he did, he sent his all military base team along with a team leader, sailed to the enemy territory. Then he is given command to the leader that after reaching there, you just burn smash the ship, so that your team will not come back without winning. So what they did, so same way accordingly, the leader is burned that ship. That means now that they have decided whether we will win or perish. Now that time, that spirit will come that definitely will win. Otherwise, we are going to die. Our enemy will kill us. Then in that time, what they had the burning desire. They have starved to win. With less manpower, you will not believe, that team won and came, conquer that powerful enemy and came. And another thing that is possible because of burning desire. So same way, another small my story. When before I joined to Indian Air Force, I was studying simply. All of a sudden, with a friend circle, I was having chit chat. Then I was wishing that I want to join in armed forces. And that time, you know, in the Indian Air Force means like heroes. जो बोलते हैं ना, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में अगर हीरो नहीं मिलता है तो इंडियन एयरफोर्स से हीरो चुन करके लेंगे, और कहीं पे मिलेगा नहीं, इंडियन एयरफोर्स में मिलेगा. तो उस टाइम तो हम लोग यंग थे, सोच रहे जा रहे यार अच्छा है, अगर ये तो कम से कम हीरो बन जाएंगे, ये फिल्म इंडस्ट्री को चले जाएंगे. तो वो बचपना में तो हम लोग, मैंने क्या किया, अपना मामी को पापा को बोल दिया कि मामी पापा, I want to go to Bhubaneswar for selection of Indian team in Indian Air Force. Okay. Then I went. My eldest maternal uncle was there. So I stayed there. Before our interview started, there was a long interview, massive, means maybe 15 days required, and with the written exam, via boss, physical, medical, a lot of the things. What I did, so when I gone first day when I go, I heard that, physical fitness, so you may not be selected. My other friends have told, no, you may not be selected because your physical condition is very, very, very poor. Especially the weight is only 42. Your weight is only 42, required minimum 48 or 50. Then I was having gloomy, but my desire was very strong. No, I will not give up. I want to join in Indian Air Force. What I did, okay, when I started telling to my uncle, no, don't worry. Then I was in gloomy face. My uncle told, why you are very gloomy and very sad? Then I told uncle, these are the things, and my weight is very, very less, 42. So don't worry for that. Before you go for medical, other exams you clear it. Before you go for medical exam, you consume how many bananas you can eat. How many bananas you can eat, then drink a lot of water. Then those weight will go to your body, and for temporary, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, it will be remain in your body. So it will increase your weight. Same way, next day what I did, I have eaten near about 10 to 12 bananas. Then drink around 2 liters of water. It is increased 5 kg. Then what I did, okay, 5 and so, okay, 42 plus 5 or 47. Still I am failed. Then I will try to consume some more bananas with water so that I should achieve 50. You will not believe, friends. The next day, I was having the medical exam. What I did before my turn comes, I went outside. I have eaten 20 kelas, 20 bananas with 2.5 liter water. And immediately when I gone for weigh, it was 50. Then in this, it was full, having doubt in maybe career and education. This I can't help. I did my result in. If you have only should actually
अब आपका we lost your voice. Hello.
and sexy. They say that.
Hello, Papa, can you hear me?
Okay, time pass. You're missing only.
Hello. Hello. I think we lost him, his internet connection. I think he's back here. Hello.
Just it has gone. Link has gone. Now it is audible.
Now it's audible, Baba. I think you can
Audible?
summarize. We lost the last portion of
Okay.
it.
हाँ.
लास्ट पोर्शन को आप समराइज कर दो ना, वो केले वाला
okay.
केला खाने के बाद 50 kg हो गया, उसके बाद क्या हुआ वो वाला समराइज कर दो बस.
So what I want to say, after eating that, I was achieving 50 kg. Then I got selected, and that was the result that I have served in Indian Air Force 20 years. And what I want to say, I had decided that was my burning desire that to join Indian Air Force. So anyway, this is the advice to all of you. If anybody wants that, the simple wish will not work out. They have to have desire rather than the burning desire. Burning desire is nothing. Desire and burning desire nothing is difference. But you should have what you call little extra stress on that. Yes, I got it. I should. That way you can achieve this one. That's all about desire I want to say. So my next week I want to say a little tip about how to what is the process to set the goal by by having the burning desire, how you can achieve the goal. Next.
Awesome. Waiting for more stories, Baba.
Thank you, Uncle Ji.
Thank you.
Priceless wisdom and story, inspirational story.
Awesome, great. That is why I aspire. I just want to hear stories when the new story is coming.
और लाइफ में जुगाड़ भी चलता है.
Then next day it has come to say again 42. That is information. It has come again to 42.
Awesome. Thank you, Papa.
Temporary जुगाड़.
अच्छा है, वो बर्निंग डिजायर से जुगाड़ मिलता है, नहीं तो जुगाड़ बाद नहीं मिलता.
डिजायर है तो जुगाड़ भी हो जाएगा.
Good. Thank you so much, Papa. We'll move to the next speaker then. I think we'll take 3 to 4 speaker maximum. I think 3 से 4 बहुत ही अच्छे talks बाकी हैं. So we'll quickly go to Karthik Sahana. I think your topic is pretty interesting. People are so waiting for it. Flyers, सब कुछ बांट दिया है. Highlight number 2. Although there are a lot of highlights now we have to name a lot of different highlights. So go ahead, Karthik. I'll just spotlight you.
Is the voice audible?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Hello. So last week we stopped at the crazy cycle. So do we all want to live there in the crazy cycle, or do you think we should move to the energizing cycle? So last week it was like no love, so no respect, so there was no peace. Now we need to move something that keeps us energizing. So we need to be with love and respect.
Yeah, like so in order to move from crazy cycle, break the crazy cycle and move to the energizing cycle, and you have to be there in the energizing cycle. I think author gives 6 principles for both men and 6 for women on how to implement it and be there in the energizing cycle. So today we'll speak about the 6 principles for the women which men has to implement. Okay, so those 6 principles are the acronym is couple, COUPLE. Okay, C stands for closeness. Okay, closeness in the sense see, so a lot of men tells that my wife is very controlling. She has a very controlling nature. She always tries to control me. I don't know if it is she is controlling or something, but what the author tells is like you go to a coffee shop, you see how the round tables are arranged, and if you just go to cafe coffee day, how people are like looking at each other and speaking face to face. So similarly, how much ever we are busy, like we have to spend some time and face to face is heart to heart. Actually, that's what the author tells. So just spend the, I know like we men also try to like to be having their own independence time or freedom time, that is separate, and this is what we have to be mean by being closeness. Okay, spend that face to face time, and that is like heart to heart time connecting with your wife.
So when it's close to closeness, it's not just sitting close to each other, but we expect the men to open up their heart. It's very rare you find expressive men. Mine wasn't like this. So when we got to see each other, ours is an arranged marriage. So when we got to see each other, as a girl, I am very expressive. And his every text on WhatsApp used to be, hi, okay, oh, yeah, okay. So there was nothing at all. So if I see his smiley, that recently used, there were only 3. One is thumbs up, one is super, and the other one is the plain smiley. And I'm like, oh, there's lots. So it took some time for for Karthik to open up, but it's going to be the same. We need to give them the space for them to open up. And once you start opening up to the men, you need to be up to date daily with your relationship, with whatever you think is, that your wife is expecting. It's not just reaching expectations, but she wants you to talk openly and express your emotions and feelings. When we say, openness, it is, you need to be transparent. So that's how we maintain relationship, and that's how it's going to improve, in expressing our emotions.
So for openness, then comes the third one, you for understanding. Okay, so this is where I try to keep implementing, but I keep failing. Thing is, like, we need to listen, but men usually give solutions. Okay, the author talks about this story. His wife, she was struggling with the Spanish classes, and she came to the author and tells like how she was not able to juggle with the Spanish classes. Then immediately the author was like, okay, I will fix the problem. Now I've got a problem. I'll see how we can break down into chunks of classes, I can make her to read or something like that. So he comes up with a solution. Then he sees after the solution is ready, she was outside like giggling with her friends. Then she came back very happy. He was like, how come you are very happy? You had a problem, right? So she was like, no, I expressed the feelings, right? So I feel better. So she doesn't need the solution. So most of the times what she needs is just 2 listening ears. Okay. So we need to give those listening ears instead of providing a solution. Okay. See, men are usually more into like big things. We talk about government, politics, minister, president, but women, they try to speak small talks. Okay. Which we are not interested in, but that is the rule. We have to bear listening ears, even if it is small talk. Just try to understand her without giving any solution. If needed, you give. Otherwise, no.
This is something that I keep telling. I want him to hear, and he's like, why don't you do this? And I'm like, I didn't want your solution. So the next one is speed. Peace. So you need to make peace with anything. So there is no relationship without conflict. Every relationship will be better only by having a conflict. So even in big books like Bibles or any books that you say, if you take Ramayana, everything has conflicts between the relationship. And even if you watch any movie, only if there is a fight between the the hero and the heroine, then the story gets a little interesting, especially for the younger crowd. So what we mean by making peacemaking is, women would require you to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We understand that it's not to your respect, Mark, but as a woman, that's what she expects. She wants you to, accept the mistake and say, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, you didn't mean to, intend to do it. And there was one incident that the author was talking about. When he was counseling someone, and the wife writes, it seems that it was a very small thing. We started we started fighting for a small thing. The topic was over a kiss, and when the friction happens and a lot of fight happens, they just turn on their beds and they sleep in the other direction. And after some time, the husband gives up everything. He turns and like, if you still think that it's okay, you can take the kiss. So she feels like the world for her. So basically, we only expect you to just love and cherish us. So that's what it means to make peace with. And women are so used to being historical, so they can bring up all the old stories back into the living, and they can tell you how bad you were. So rather, it's good to clear the point then and there. And the best part the women need to do is give their time. That's very important. So that's when you'll be able to make peace. Otherwise, you'll not be okay about they telling sorry to you either.
So last but one is loyalty. L stands for loyalty. So usually, women, they try to see if we are committed for the relationship. Okay, I think we see the WhatsApp forward when the couple is 20 years, when they're 60 years. Okay, so how the love is between them. So if they have any doubt, okay, they'll ask some indirect questions. So they need to feel that commitment and the loyalty. Okay, some of the things which the author talks about when she will feel the man is loyal. Okay, I'll just give some examples. When you speak highly of her in front of others, when you are involved in things important to her, okay, you help her make decisions. So you make her and your marriage a priority. Okay, you include her in social gatherings when others may leave their spouse's home. Okay, so when your kids are grown up, you tell the kids, don't speak to your mother that way. Okay, so you call and let her know your plans. You keep your commitments. So these are some points which will show loyalty towards her.
Right. So when they show loyalty towards us, it also picks up our esteem. So when the men show us out in the in the friend gatherings, we feel good, we feel more respected, and that's where we women feel it complete. So when it comes to esteem, it need not be like you're boasting something which is not there, but you need to tell how you treat your wife. Like, you need to tell how good your wife is. See, everybody has positives and negatives, but how you portray, because when you see outside in the world, there's so many complaints about wives amongst the men, and there's so many complaints about men amongst the women. So when you don't do that and genuinely put them up, their esteem increases and they feel very good about it. And as women, we feel like that you're giving your love in this form, and that's the full form of couple. And
to summarize, C for closeness, O openness, U understanding, P for peace, and L for loyalty, and E for
esteem.
So this is how men has to start implementing these things. You can also read the book Love and Respect if you want more information. And next week we'll be covering about what women has to learn to implement to spell that respect to men. Okay, thank you.
Amazing, Karthik Asana, as usual. You brought life into the topic, and that is what we all need, life into the content. Very, very, very nicely shared. Wonderful. So we'll move to the next speakers. Bhushan, you'll go next. Bhushan.
Yeah. Hi, Kiran. Yeah. Kiran, can we introduce some few people new?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. So hi, Bimal. I think Bimal is new, and Nasir. Can you introduce yourself? Nasir or Bimal?
Yeah, hi. Actually, I've joined earlier also. I had introduced, Karthik has introduced me to this group, but due to conflicting calls with the on-site teams, I'm not able to regularly join the sessions.
Appreciate it, Nasir. Still, you are able to attend it. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining. I hope we'll take a lot of participation in the coming future.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
sure. Yeah, thank you.
Bimal, you can introduce. Okay, I think Bimal network is not on. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I will share my topic. Yeah, hi everyone. Myself Bhushan, and so last week I have talked about the from book No Limits, and I was talking about the caps on our limits, caps on our capacity. Okay, and it's very wonderful book. So I will talk about I will 3 to 4 point about removing the capacity caps from our capacity. Okay, so like as John C. Maxwell says, we can increase our capacity and we can remove that those caps which are limiting us. Okay, so for example लेते हैं हम लोग like जब एलिफेंट का जो बच्चा होता है ना, तो कितना छोटा होता है जब वो छोटा होता है तो उसको थोड़े छोटे से जंजीर से चैन से बांध दिया जाता है ना, एंड वो ट्राई करता है उसको तोड़ने के लिए, बट उसको ब्रेक नहीं कर पाता बिकॉज वो छोटा होता है और उस कैपेसिटी नहीं होती उसके पास उतनी। एंड बाय द टाइम वो स्टार्टेड बिलीविंग कि वो छोटा हाथी का जो एलिफेंट का जो बच्चा है वो बिलीविंग करने लगता है कि वो इस चैन को नहीं तोड़ सकता। और जब वो सेम चाइल्ड जब बड़ा हो जाता है, आई थिंक 9 to 10 टन का, एंड और उसे तब ये बिलीव हो जाता है उसको कि एक्चुअली वो चैन ब्रेक नहीं कर सकता, और उसको जब उसके छोटे से चैन से भी बांध दिया जाता है तो वो तोड़ नहीं पाता उसको, जबकि वो चाहे तो पूरा पेड़ को भी उखाड़ सकता है। बट वो बिलीव सिस्टम, वो लिमिटेशन जो उसके बिलीव सिस्टम में चला गया, राइट, और वो उसी को बिलीव करने लगता है और उसी को समझने लगता है कि उसका पोटेंशियल एक्चुअली वही है। एंड सेम थिंग हैपन विद अस आल्सो, लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ अस, लाइक आई मीन इट्स ह्यूमन नेचर। हमारा जो बिलीव सिस्टम, जो हमारा लिमिटेशन एक्चुअली वो हमारा बिलीव सिस्टम होता है जो हमें बचपन से मिलता है, राइट। सो वी कैन remove those caps from our capacity and we can see our potential actually. As John C. Maxwell says, we can develop those capacity which already possess okay within us. It is not like कि हमारे अंदर capacity नहीं है, only thing is like वो cap है। Okay, so he's telling about 5 to 6 capacity which we can improve and develop, like energy capacity. We have ability to push on physically, emotional capacity, thinking capacity, people capacity, creative capacity, production capacity, and leadership capacity. These are the capacity which we already possess, but somehow we are not able to identify, and the people who are successful, they are identified. Okay, as Robert Kriegel and Louis Battler write, we don't have a clue as to what people's limits are. All the tests, stopwatches, and finish line in the world can't measure human potential. When someone is pursuing their dream, they will go far beyond what seem to be their limitation. The potential that exists within us is limitless and largely untapped. That is what we have those capacity. So as John C. Maxwell says, we have the choice, like we don't need to do extra actually. We have the choice and we can develop those and capacity and increase our capacity, like responsibility capacity. We take extra responsibility, like Karthik and Shana is doing, Kiran is doing, like second is like your choice based on good values, abundance capacity, more than enough discipline capacity, intentionally capacity. Like today we are coming here, join the book club because intentionally, because we know self growth is very, very important. Choice to get out of your comfort zone, spiritual capacity, your faith growth capacity. So these are the capacity which we already have and possess, but because of the direction and because of our belief and caps, we are not able to identify, and we think what we are today because what we have and what is our capacity. But it is not like that. We have the unlimited potential, and we can achieve what we want and beyond. So this is the wonderful book. Actually, you can go through. It's mind blowing. Thank you very much, Kiran.
Amazing, Bhushan. I loved your again talk the 6 capacity: emotional, energy, people, creative, leadership, or ekta functional. Am I right? Amazing caps. No limits. I think amazing book it is. Everyone should read this book. Thank you so much, Bhushan, for sharing it up. We'll go for Revati and then I'll speak my last topic. Anyway, मेरा topic ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है, बहुत ही interesting mystery है. जो लोग रुके हैं last तक उन्हीं को पता चलेगा mystery. Okay, Revati, you can go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Revati.
Yeah, Kiran, I'll not be able to switch on my video.
That's okay. Go with your talk.
Yeah. So good evening all. So today the topic I'm speaking is from The Magic of Thinking Big. It's the first chapter, Believe You Will Succeed and You Will. Okay, so first I want to start with a story. So it is a farmer story. Okay. What actually happened? So someone once asked a farmer, telling that, did you plant the wheat for a season in your field? And then he replies, no, I did not plant it because I was afraid that it wouldn't rain. So the next question he asks is, okay, so in that case, did you plant the corn? So then again he says, no, I was afraid that insects might eat all the corns, whatever I might plant it. So I didn't plant even that also. So finally what happens at the end of the season, he doesn't harvest anything out of his field, and like he has to survive on someone else, and he doesn't make the money also, like, which is the only way that he has to survive. So see, what's the key takeaway that we can get from this story is, he doesn't believe in anything, basically. I mean, whether it is a small or a big thing, basically he never believed that it will rain or whether he'll get a fruitful outcome out of it. So finally he's left with just empty hand, and that too with the negative kind of attitude that he had towards the things. Okay, so see, belief is such an important thing. Okay, whether it is a small one or big one that you do, it is very important for us to believe that you will do it. Okay, so that is where at least you will get a motivation within yourself to do the things. Okay, so that's the key ingredient to keep ourselves in a momentum, at least to start with. Okay, so once you believe strongly that you want something, then automatically you will how to do part will be figured out. Okay, but if we have the problem in believing itself, if the belief system is so if it's not so strong, then that is where the problem actually starts. And also, see, the one more thing is, whenever I want something in my life, if it is so strongly that I desire for it, then I must believe, and I need to visualize it. Okay, I will get it. I will be like that if I do it. So in case if I have the other part of it, thinking if it doesn't happen, so when actually I have that thought, the second thought in my mind, what actually happens is I'm always making a second chance for myself, right? So when things might not turn, or when I might get hiccups in achieving that dream, whatever I need, I always have that second option. So I'll be very easily bound to align towards it, and I might not succeed finally. So that is one thing. So author actually suggests us 3 key techniques, okay, while we need to develop the power of belief. So the first thing is, you should always think about the success. You should never think that you have a other option called failure. So the moment we think about this, our subconscious mind believes that there is only thing called success. Okay, so that is the first one. And the second one is, we have to always remind ourselves regularly that we are better than what we actually think. So sometimes, see, we might always think that I'm not lucky, so that's why I couldn't get this, or they are very intelligent and that is why they got into IIT or IIM, something like that, right? So that is not the case. So we have to think that I can do it, I am better. So that is the second point. And the third one is believe big. Okay, see, it is always said that what we think, that is what we are, right? So similarly, it is the size of our dream which defines our success actually. So there are many examples like whom we get to see in our day-to-day life, right? So even if you look at our PM Narendra Modi, so we know his story, like everyone tells, or sometimes people do make fun of it, right? But see, from where he has started, and today he is one of the very powerful leaders in the world. Similarly, again, if you look at MS Dhoni, he was also from a very normal family, but then he achieved, and he for some time he has worked as a TTE also in a railway station, right? So I do not remember that exactly, but then somewhere he had really thought very big, and that is why he was so famous. So likewise, we have many stories. So the main key takeaway that what at least I could find is, so we need to believe always that we will be able to achieve it, and also we need to think for big things. That's all, Kiran.
Amazing, Revati, as
Thank-
usual. Very nicely spoken. The best part I really liked is that you put your talk into summary and added a lot of examples to put your talk and make it more credible with it. So one of the principle, I think Karthik also told, success principle. S is simple, unexpected, credible, concrete, emotional, and story. So you followed those principles. That is the reason it is very effective. Thank you so much, Revati.
Thank you
for sharing. Great. So we have another request topic from Mahima. Actually, Mahima has a very good topic. She didn't raise her hand, so I missed out her name. So Mahima, you can go ahead with your topic. I know it's a very interesting topic. Many people will love it because I have read your content as well. Go ahead, Mahima. Yeah, you can go ahead. If you can switch on your
Thank
video.
you, Kiran. So I have taken some inspiration from Karthik and Sahana, and I've made a small presentation.
Sure.
So I'll just share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, so the book that I'm currently reading is called The Business of the 21st Century. Now, this is another book written by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, and it focuses on mainly, again, earning money and how to channelize your funds to different resources and how to also generate a lot of cash flow. So I'll move on to the first point. So first, let me speak about employment myths. Now, a lot of people in the world, around almost 90% of the people, believe that getting a job is the end goal. So even their family pressurizes them into believing the same. So they always start off with a good school, then good kind of grades, and then good education, further on good college, and then through placement get into a good job, and then they think that now life is settled. But looking at the current economy, looking at how things are progressing in the world, a lot of people are not able to find jobs. A lot of people are struggling due to not only COVID, but due to recessions, due to downfall in real estate market and stock market downfall. A lot of problems are getting created where people are losing out on a lot of jobs. So what is happening is employment is now becoming a huge burden for people because they have to keep proving themselves in their organization, because now companies are just looking for reasons, to be honest, to throw people out. They don't have the resources to keep many people, so they are looking for reasons to throw them out. So employment is now becoming a race where people are just trying to prove themselves so that they're not losing out on the job that they have. So what happens is, during these tough times, a lot of people start focusing on creative aspects in their life in terms of what they are good at and how they can improve on that, and try to bring in this entrepreneurial mindset. So some people might be very skilled at coding, or some people might be very skilled at e-commerce. So they start finding out avenues in which they can move to instead of working and focusing on their job, so that they can create some sort of income for themselves and not be reliant on big companies where their job is never secure. So creative mindset is generally it generally comes up when times are tough. So I personally joined the book club because there was COVID. I didn't have a lot to do, and I thought of how can I develop, how can I improve myself, and that's how I started becoming a regular member of the book club. So similarly, a lot of businesses, a lot of different companies came up in America, especially because of a lot of tough times that people were facing over there. But moving on to something that is very important, I'm very sure a lot of people know about this, but this book, one chapter focuses on something known as the cash flow quadrant. So there are basically 4 ways in which a person can make money. Now, the first one is employee mindset, where there are close to around 80 to 90% of the people who are just looking for a job where they give their time to a company, they put in some sort of skills, and the company is making money out of it. They are getting a standard salary. So that is the employee. Then we have something known as the self-employed. So self-employed are basically professionals like lawyers or dentists or dermatologists who set up their own small clinic or office, and then they are providing their services. Now, a lot of people think that being a self-employed person is good, but self-employment generally means that you have to be there 24/7 into that business, into that company, or else you're not going to get any money out of it. So people who are self-employed cannot take a 1 month vacation because they are not going to make any money during that time when they're not available. Business owner is in fact one of the most luxurious things that a person can do because they have people working for them. So people are putting in time and the business owner is making money out of it. So a lot of people during tough times try to go from employee to self-employed, where they start small, and then from self-employed they start moving into the journey to become a business owner. But what is important is that irrespective of out of these 3 quadrants what you are in, it is important that you stay in your investor segment all the time, because investment is something in which you are not putting in as much time as you are required to in the other 3. Investment is where you are putting in money and the money is working for you. People are working in companies where you put in the money and they make sure that the money doubles for you. So what happens is people generally think that if they move from one company or one position to the other, they are jumping from one quadrant to the other. But what is important is to move from one quadrant, as in from employee to self, and from self-employed to business, and always keep the investor in mind. So that is basically how you can generate more cash flow in your account. So that was my topic, which I wanted to cover. I think it's a little too technical at this point.
Very nice, very nicely shared, Mahima. Thank you so much. So I won't, compliment anything because Karthik is our expert presentation guru. So Karthik, you can suggest anything. How was the presentation from Mahima?
Very good, Kiran. Very. I feel good when people are trying to implement because I don't want it to be theoretical, right? It was very nice.
Very nice, wonderful sharing, Mahima. And the
Thank
topic
you.
is also pretty important topic actually. And the last slide which she shared, there are a lot of myths around it, but because of shortage of time, I won't share the myths today. Sometime later. But yeah, let me share my small topic to you. So the mystery of Rosetto. So what do you think Rosetto is? अगर किसी ने stories को सुना नहीं होगा तो नाम सुन के क्या लगता है? What do you think Rosetto is all about? Karthik, can you spotlight me?
You are already spotlighted.
अच्छा, I'm already spotlighted. ठीक है. Okay, cool, awesome. So Rosetto is not a girl's name. I used to think it's a girl's name. I read this name Rosetto's Mystery. मैं लगा ये लड़की का नाम है क्या? But actually, it is not a girl's name. It is a place, I think 100 miles towards southeast of Rome and foothills of Italian province of Foggia. It is very old, village kind of place. बोलते ना गांव टाइप का place था वो. And it was around I think 1870s or 1850s. उस जमाने में क्या होता था कि as you all know, right, लोग अपना खुद का सामान, everything people used to cultivate from themselves, and people used to struggle a lot for employment. People used to struggle a lot for food survival, and those time Rosetto was actually struggling with a lot of food, a lot of survival of economy. And what happened after that? Few people faced a lot of heat, and within no time, the good news of America, the land of fortune, was just came to their island. And some people, in 19th century, they heard the opportunity across the ocean. And that is when in January 1882, a group of 11 Rosettians, the people who were there, they wanted to try something new. They went on to the excursion. They went on to the excursion, and they set sail for New York. And जैसे न्यू यॉर्क गए and they loved the place, they started settling there down, and it might took few years of time where they could find more opportunities in US, and धीरे करके all these Rossettians people, they migrated from their place to America. But the irony is that the Rossettians was a very beautiful place itself. It was in land of hill, and it was very quiet and peaceful place, and people were cultivating. People were actually happy there around. The culture was different. But while this migration happened, dhire culture, everything went dilute, and 8 to 9, 10 people came to America. And the moment the opportunity new was spread out, slowly within I think 15 to 20 years, everyone started migrating there. And in the year of 1896, a dynamic young priest was nominated for mayor kind of stuff in village, as panchayati hoti hai वैसे mayor ban jata hai ladka. And धीरे they started multiplying and replicating whatever they used to live in Italy or their place. They started replicating the same thing in the city of the USA, which is close to near Pennsylvania. So this is a place called I think Garibaldi, some place was there, and they started living there. The moment the population was more than 1,000, 2,000, they actually duplicated their own village in Americas near Pennsylvania city, and they again named the place as Roseto. So Roseto again from Italy came to in the US. And what happened उसके बाद क्या होता है, कुछ सालों के बाद जो रोजेटो के आसपास के जो गांव होते हैं, people were living their life peacefully and all, and there are a lot of in around I think 1940 to 1950s, a pandemic hit. Just like how pandemic is right now, a pandemic hit. People were dying, and America, people were dying out of a lot of heart diseases and coronary diseases. People had no solution for that. In fact, at that time, under 65 age mein, the rate of death of heart disease was very, very high. And usi time pe there's a group of doctors who met very near village to Roseto, some other village, and they started drinking, and they started telling ki ye kya chal raha hai, what is happening in this world and all those stuff. And luckily ek doctor nikal ke aata hai. One of the doctor comes and tells ki you won't believe it, there's something very peculiar about this village near our place. The village name is Roseto, and you won't believe it, but there nobody has died under 65 out of heart disease. And even above 65 age में जितने लोग मरे हैं, the people who have died out of heart disease, their percentage level is half comparative to the whole USA. If USA people were dying 100 people overall for heart disease, in Roseto it was half percentage, and that was completely astonishing. And the moment the physician knew about it, the physician name was I think Stuart Wolf, it was his name. And he was so amazed. He thought, yeah, if this is the case, then definitely the antidote and everything, we can actually figure it out from there, and we can help the whole country itself. And then he was actually a professor at Pennsylvania, I think University of Oklahoma ka wo bhi tha, professor bhi tha. He gathered a team and he went to Roseto and started exploring. And the results were astonishing. The result were, what he saw was, first thing, the lifestyle, what he used to feel कि अच्छा, what is the major difference it could be. One could be the lifestyle. Doctor के दिमाग में क्या आएगा, अच्छा healthy lifestyle कितने लोग जी रहे हैं, कितने लोग अच्छा खाना खा रहे हैं, कितने लोग दारू पी रहे हैं या फिर cigarette, they're just smoking, all those stuff. The lifestyle. When they studied the lifestyle, actually to be honest, it was not different. Actually, it was actually similar lifestyle what any other village nearby Roseto had. Now the doctor was more abacked. He was thinking, abhi ho kya raha hai? And if the lifestyle is same like in other people, why people are not dying? And then again they started researching more into it, and they could not find any scientific reason. And finally what happened, Wolf, the Dr. Wolf, got another of his friends who is a sociologist, and he told, yaar ek kaam karte hain, सारे फैमिली के घर जाके उनसे बात करते हैं, let us understand each family's life, and let us see what kind of life they lived. The moment they did that, they slowly observed what was happening. And the beauty was that the culture and the people who were living in the Roseto family and the Roseto area was tremendously priceless. The meaning, every home, whatever they had, every home had 3 generations of family eating together, and people were walking in the street. लोग पता है ऐसे जी रहे थे जैसे college की life जी रहे हैं. If you have ever studied in college life, the stress-free life, and hanging around, having a lot of fun, and also doing boozing, everything कर रहे हो, but फिर भी chill है, सब कुछ life में सब अच्छा चल रहा है, और वहाँ पे अपना खुद का भी खेती बाड़ी लगा दिया है, खाना भी खा रहे हैं, ऐश भी कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ चल रहा है. And that culture, he initially thought कि इसके कारण हो रहा है क्या, but then he was not sure, because scientifically how will you prove that? Yeah, ultimately for heart disease there has to be scientific reason, and he could not find it. And this was something he called in his professional term as outlier. So the book suggests something called outlier. Outlier का मतलब ये होता है कि exceptional cases में जो चीज निकल के आती है, that is called outlier. And Roseto City was an outlier. And if you just observe, Roseto was there in Italy as well, and same Roseto they replicated in the US, Pennsylvania as well. But the aspect was it did not. The what Wolf began to realize was that the secret of Roseto was not diet or exercise or genes or location. It had to be the culture itself. And that is when they came up to the conclusion that if you have a good culture around your life or around your loved ones, whatever it is, your lifespan increases because you're always happy, your stress level always decreases, and if you are around like-minded people who are aspiring for your dreams or aspirations, you will never feel sick. As Rohit also mentioned about excusitis, वो excuses भी आएंगे नहीं life में, क्योंकि आपका दिमाग is always healthy है, and that kind of difference can create an outlying success for your life. See, success के लिए there are a lot of factors. There is no denied hard work or attitude. You can call whatever it is, but the key aspect is the surroundings and the culture you are created and you're associated with, and that is what at PIM we aspire. The vision. I was so amazed after reading the story. मुझे लगा यार यही तो हम लोग अभी कर रहे हैं. The thing which they have lived, and they created a uniqueness about their culture where thousands of people are living happily, happily pursue किया जो भी चाहते थे, and also lived healthily. This is what we want to inculcate in here right now in this pandemic situation, and then we will become the unique community which people will be they'll come inside our community and see अच्छा ये चल क्या रहा है, हो क्या रहा है, इसमें लोग इतने खुश क्यों हैं, why people are so happy, why people are so motivated, why people are always so positive about of life, why people are optimistic. And that culture makes all the difference, and the association makes all the difference. So build good friendship. Let's all build a very wonderful culture, because it is not out of me. It is a combined effort from all of us to create that culture and multiply it, because this multiplication is always a pull effect. People would watch, people would come to us. We don't have to go anywhere. We just have to build our own brand. So this is what I wanted to share. And definitely you'll read this book. This is a wonderful book. It talks about this kind of factor, not only about your internal factor, but how can external factor, little bit of your culture or your surrounding or your upbringing, can affect your success outcome as well. So I hope it added some value. So this was the mystery of Roseto. People are always healthy, and now we want to replicate in life here, not only health, in other aspect as well. So thank you so much guys for attending the book club so patiently. I think today we shooted time for 2 hours, but I enjoyed it anyway. I don't know whether you guys enjoyed. People who enjoyed this stayed maybe.
Yeah, it was very good, Kiran. Maybe somebody will speak about a place like Bangalore and PAM after 10 years. Like, was it?
Absolutely.
Storytelling should be learned